Well, good morning, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you would please type the number 1 in the comment section. Let me know that you can. I would greatly appreciate it. And happy Friday to you. 3-day weekend coming up. Can you tell the excitement in the face? Right? I am stoked for this. Not to mention that my wife and daughter are both teachers, and they're off next week. So we got some serious playtime scheduled, planned out for next week. So keep in mind as we go through here this morning that everything we do is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations, right? Keep in mind, Monday, we do not have a show, right? There is no show on Monday because Monday is a holiday. You will be here by yourself if you decide to show up, okay? So, hey, Robert, morning. Morning, Paula, Jennifer. Good morning to you, dear. All right. As you go through here, folks, if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe, not only here on YouTube, but on all the social platforms that we're on, right? Follow along with us on Twitch and on Facebook and every other one of them that we've got going there. And I just heard today, Facebook is no longer in the top 10 businesses, largest companies. They dropped down to number 11 with their recent hit in their market cap. So, all right. Well, it is time to jump in. Let's go ahead and take a look-see at the futures. All right. And the rain came down. Holy mackerel. Let me just shut that down. I hit the wrong button to open up. Wowzer. Look what just happened. Am I surprised? No. It's the stock market. Come on now. All the gains we had from last night have all gone away, and then some. We're now down about 9 points. It's rock till we drop. I got nothing showing on CNBC right now, so I'm not sure what the economic report was that hit on it, or if it was that, was there an attack? I'm not sure. If you guys know what it is, drop it in the comment section. I'd love to see it. Let's see. Actually, let's do this. Let's go ahead and let me grab this here. Nope, wrong one. Let's go here. Let's go to Forex Factory and see what we got today. See, that's just it. There was nothing that was major today at all that was scheduled. And we had home sales at 10 o'clock. We had nothing for today that was of a concern. We could look at, well, I got yellow in there. Right? We could look at the ones that are gray, but we don't have any of those today. So there's nothing here that should have caused that. So I'm not really sure why that transpired. But that sell-off has been huge, right? Yowza. Big move down from about 8:10 this morning. All right, well, we're down about 14 points. We were down 8 as I looked at it. So when we look at the YM, we are now down 137. We were up a decent amount this morning. On the NQ, we're down 29 points. So they're not taking as big of a bloodletting as the Dow is. And then the RUT is down 5.5 points, 5.3, 530 today. All right. So still nice hit for them. Then we have Bitcoin. So we're back down about 40,000 right now on Bitcoin. I'm okay with that. For those of you that didn't heed the note of 38 was my number for looking to buy, you may get another opportunity at it yet. Right. Ethereum. Had some bad news out on it overnight on somebody that ripped some Ethereum off and was able to change the ledger and all this good stuff. So Ethereum right now is down just under 20 points. Gold has followed suit in the exact opposite direction of what the market has done. It's still down about a point right now. It had a nice spike last night and a big sell-off as the market started to climb. But gold has come back nicely in the earlier parts of the morning. And let's see, crude oil is down to 88.39 right now. So a nice sell-off on crude, right, from this morning. And then we're just in a sideways holding pattern right now. Hey, good morning, Karen. Joe's morning. There you go, Robert. GC, gold. Yep. Okay. So let's go look at yesterday's trade setups and see what we came up with from yesterday, right? So in this section, what I do here is I go through and I look at yesterday's trades. Was there anything that we were able to put on yesterday that gave us a great opportunity from the candidates that we came up with? For those of you here that are in here with us now, let me know the trades that you did. Drop them in the chat in the comment section there so we can talk about those as well. I'd love to hear about it. And if there are any of them that you did that came from here, of course, I would certainly be very interested in those. We were in an inner circle the other day, and one of our students, Amos, had said from the market mornings, he's never really looked at spreads before. And this is our highest level coaching program group, folks. From our, he's never really looked at spreads before. And, Robert's in that group, Gilles is in that group, so they can, vouch for what I'm saying here. There is, what news came out that's driving the markets now? That's what I'm looking for as well, Amos. I'm not sure. I don't know. And he said he's never really looked at spreads, and I don't know why. I know you've talked about it, but I'm really looking at them now. And someone asked him, how has it worked out? And he said, I've taken 4 of the spreads that Rob's talked about, and all of them have worked well. So, that's what we do now, guys. We go back and look at yesterday's notes and see what we came up with. So the very first one is Nvidia. You got to know I'm going to look at Nvidia. I mean, there's just no way I'm not looking at Nvidia. It's on our pop list. One of my favorite companies to trade, Nvidia, right? So Nvidia came out yesterday with earnings. They weren't good, of course. I said I want the stock below 253. So we were up here at 257. We got to 256. We came down here to 253. Boom. And there's the entry once we broke that 253. All right. So on Nvidia, let me see. Do I have an option chain here? I do. Let's bring that over. Let's flip that puppy over to a vertical. I did the 260, 62 half calls, 260, 62 half call options. They are right now worth 13 cents. We got 80 cents for them yesterday. So if you haven't closed them out, that's where we are. We closed out yesterday. If you haven't closed it out, I mean, you're talking about 65 cents of profit of that 80 cents. So overall, very nice. And then if we go to Wally World, remember Walmart, I had said we want to wait, right? I wrote wait for the open because we did not have a good indication yesterday of what was going on. We were kind of flattish. We're up and down a little bit. I think it was yesterday. So I did the 133, 134 bull put spread. So 33, 34 bull put spread. We got 30 cents for it. Right about 9:40. I've got the entry time down right about 9:40. We made our move up, right? So right into this candle, in that candle there was the entry, right? Between these two candles, somewhere in there is where we took the entry. And I wrote 9:40-ish. So I don't remember the exact time. But 30 cents was the premium on that. And if we look right now, 33, 34 on the puts is worth 4 cents. Again, we were out of it yesterday. I think we bought it back for a dime or so. So overall, really nice. Let's see what you guys have listed down here. Sean said, only news I could find is that Russia's preparing for military drills, not ready for IMO. Okay. Paula said, small gains on the SPY in the morning, but missed the whole PM move. All right, well, hey, you got what you got, Paula, right? I mean, you know what you're looking for. Every day you become better at this. So profit is profit. So glad you got something on SPY in the morning. Let's see. So Robert said, Nvidia, bear call spread from our list. Took profits at 34 PLTR, bear call spread. Oops. Okay. And Amos said, SPY yesterday afternoon for 25% rate of return off the fib line, bearish at 142. Great job, Amos. Great job. Excellent. Excellent. All right. So it's time for today's candidates. So we're going to rock on like Donkey Kong. We're going to put the option chain on the other screen for now. We're going to match. So here are the candidates. And we have half of our candidates today. 4 of them. 4 of our candidates are monthly options, but they expire today. Right now, by the way, that was something they talked about on CNBC this morning, that it is possible that the options expiration today is causing some of this uncertainty. That's what they were talking about, was the potential for the market moving up, was monthly options expiration. And here we've shown that that's not the case, right? So APPN is our very first candidate, right? APPN has monthly options on it. It was an earnings announcement that came out, $55 stock. They closed at 49. I created a list again this morning. I was good 2 days in a row. I've been able to do this. So we got APPN has moved down, in the overall pattern, bearish. We're at 50, we'll call it 55 right now. So we are kind of in between right now. We're in between our two fib lines. So I'm going to put a weight next to this one. I'm not very excited about it. All right. We're above. So if we're at 55, our 21 moving average is 55.36. So we're right up above that 20 moving average. That means we're bumping our head on ugly. There's something stopping us there that I'm like, not real excited about it. And even from that, if I get above the 55, I've got to move up to 60. I've got $5, but that's only a third of what that overall fib move is. So, and we're already up $5.50. What did I do? Did I flip it around? I must have clicked on that. Okay. So that's APPN, right? BLMN is our next one. They're also monthly options. Right, BLMN, let's see, their earnings come out, monthly options, they're up $1.59 right now. So if we go back and look at the daily chart. So overall pattern, bullish. Closed yesterday where? Near a fib line and a moving average, which is called confluence. It's confluence. So where are we right now? We're up $1.59. We're at 24.08. So we got above this 23.40 level. I like it a lot that we're above the 23.40. I've already got this turned over to a, well, let's write the notes and then we'll come back and look at the option chain and see what we can get there. So we're looking at the stock above 23 for, this is BLMN, above 23. And we're looking for, actually 23.5. We're looking for the bull put spread below 23 even. All right, so let's see what we can find at 23.22. If we have it, we don't. So below 23. So we're looking at 22.5, 20. Okay, so we've got a 250 increment there. And we're looking at bull put spread. It shows 80 cents as of yesterday. My guess is today it might be 30 or 40 cents just with the move that it's made. We'll see. But it expires today. So if I could pick up, that 30, 40 cents, I'm okay with that. All right. Let's see what we got here. Amos said, I left one contract on for today. All right, Amos. Excellent. Good. So trying to get that runner going there. Debbie said, market seems to be coming back. All right, Debbie, let me take a quick look at that. All right, we got a quick bounce. Could be here, kitty, kitty. We want to watch the 8 moving average at a failure, the 5-minute 8 moving average to see if we fail there. On all the markets, right? So this could just be an overreaction to the downside, a small move up, or this could be a here kitty kitty, right? From the market maker. So, all right, BLMN. Next is CE. Celanese Corp. Woo! So they are buying the majority of DuPont's material units. They finalized the deal last night, today, whenever it was. They announced that it's finalized. So they're up on that announcement, right? Monthly option only. So the first 3 of them were all monthlies. Let's go look at CE on the daily chart. Debbie, I appreciate you letting me know that. If you guys see that stuff happening, markets are changing, shift into that gear and tell me, hey, this is just taking place, right? This is changing. Let me know and we'll always go take a look. So they're up right now to 157. So what does that put it at? 156.23 is our 8 moving average, right? So I am going to wait on them. There's nothing about this that's exciting me right now. I mean, we're right at that moving average, right? Now, if I could pull back a little bit and bounce, yes, I'll be interested. But I don't want to start off already being all the way up here, halfway through my channel, and my stop is somewhere down here, right? It's just a little too far away from me, right? DD is our next one. They're the one that's selling, right, their materials unit. They're up $3.20, which is a 4% jump. So if we go back and look at the daily, right, they were already in a bullish bias. They're at 83. Fib line is at 82. Beautiful. What is that telling us? Give me a small pullback, a wick. It doesn't have to come all the way down, but I would love to see a little bit of retracement back there and a bounce, and there's the potential entry. So what are we looking at for Deere, right? So first thing is I want the stock price above 52. and I want the bull put spread below 81. So 81 or lower is what we look at there. All right. I'm also looking at a long call. All right. You know what? Let's get a little wacky. Let's change this out. DuPont is not a volatile company at all, right? Historical volatility 30%. Look at their options. Nothing crazy, right? When you get out here, they are, but we just can't fairly price options that far away on expiration date. It's impossible. So if we're looking at below 81, what was my next fib line? 78.5. All right, we have 77.5, but we have 78s. Okay. So I'm looking at, can I get a naked put for today? Right now, we're looking at 17 cents for the 78. Probably not worth my time. Would I sell next week's naked put? Possibly. Just keeps, well, what's going on there? Keep something in mind. We have a 3-day weekend, which means great volatility crush, meaning we're going to see time value deteriorate for 3 days, 3.5 days. You got Friday to Saturday, Saturday to Sunday, Sunday to Monday, and then you got 3/4 of a day from Monday to Tuesday. Right? So you got 3.5 days of time value deterioration in there because the market's only open for 6.5 hours of that day. So about 3/4. So you've got that extra day in there. You got a volatility flip or a volatility drop, a theta burn. So if we went back and looked at that same 78, next week you could look at $1.03. So there's a potential on a naked put as well. All right, on DD. All right, let's put that over here. Let's flip that one over to Deer, and let's go to DE. DE was earnings. All right, they're up about $4 on their earnings. If we go back over to the daily chart and we look, all right, so we were in a neutral bias. We closed below the 21 yesterday, right, which puts us in a neutral bias. Right now, we're sitting at 384.5, which puts us right about there, right, horizontal line. So look where we are, 384.5. 386.5 is the 8 moving average. So we're not that far away. 387.21 is our fib line. So what is that called? Confluence, right? So I am waiting. Let's do this. I'm going to write wait, but I want the stock above 387 and let's call it 388. I want the stock above 388. For me to do anything, stock's got to get above 388. If this news on their earnings can drive them up, I'm fine. I mean, up above that 388. If not, no. Right, DraftKings. They were earnings. By the way, folks, what candidates do you want me to take a look at? Drop them in now. We only have, with DraftKings, there are 3 candidates left. So drop your candidates in of the ones you want me to look at. I will do the best I can to get through them all. If we don't, that's why I say get them in as soon as possible. If we can't, don't worry about it. We could always come back and get them another day. So DraftKings right now, they had earnings come out. They're down $3.50. It's a big move for them. We're talking about almost 15.5% on DraftKings to the downside. They already were in a bearish bias, so I like that. In other words, the earnings brought them in the same direction. We're not fighting the overall pattern, the trend, the move. It's just not there. It's not something we have to deal with. So with that being said, on DraftKings, if we are at 18.5 right now, nice. See, folks, I make light of it or talk about it or use Amos as the example when we talk about it. Say, Amos, when somebody tells you fibs don't work, bring them back to these days of training. But it's for all of you guys, because the reason I say Amos is Amos, Tripp, Robert, Gilles, all people that are in our highest, our inner circle type programs. They understand this stuff. They use it day in and day out, right? So if we're at $18.48 right now, we've got a fib line at $18.68. Why did it gap there? Why is it at that level right now? There's no, okay, we had some short-term days here, but I didn't use these days to draw this line. I used this day, this pattern to draw these lines. All of them, this happens to step in there, right? So now if we do the scrunch key, right? And bring it down. Let's see, 13 quarter, 16 quarter, 18 quarter, rather be 5. All right, so we need to split that level in half. Let's go do this. And you guys can make it perfect if you want, but right about $19, $16 is a support level. We're at 18.5, so we still have room to go. I like it a lot. So what I'm looking for is the stock price below 18.5. Below 18.5. I don't know if I'm going to be able to read what I wrote there. And I'm looking for a bear call spread below. We have halves below 18.5. Right? You can also look at a long put here. Right? If we can get that continuation move. So I like it. I like it a lot. Redfin is our next one. Right? They were downgraded. Don't have who they were downgraded by. They are a monthly option. They are not weekly. And here's my biggest concern on them. They're down 7.25, which is why I liked it a lot, which is 25%. But here's my concern. 690 by 880, 630 by 760, not too bad. 580, 650, not too bad. Right? So 4 by 70, not too bad. They do have $1 increments. I love that the dollar increments are there. We don't have a lot of open interest on them, which is why we would not do a directional trade. We would do a credit spread instead. All right. So let's see what's going on here. So on Redfin, we're down to $21, $21.25 is where we're at. We hit the scrunch key. 20 and 25 is $5. All right. I need to split that level. 25 and 29 is 4. I don't. So I need a negative 136 inside of here. All right, so let's go and add that in. This is a permanent number on my fibs. And guys, if you want to learn more on this, Sean, can you drop that link in there? We've got on tradinglikeaboss.com is a free training we do on Fibonacci's. Go ahead and grab that. Next week, you're going to see some new trainings that are coming up, folks. We're going to list them on there, so make sure you get registered for those free upcoming live trainings that we'll be doing. All right, so we're sitting at 21.25 right now, which puts me right about here. Right? So I want the stock below 23, and I want my bear call spread above 23. Now, I don't know if I'll get enough premium for it or not. The numbers really have to adjust when the market opens on this one. But if we're looking at a $23 call, right now it's showing 615. That's not an accurate price, right? But if we're looking for above 23. So 23.24. As of yesterday, we were able to get 80 cents for this $1 spread. We're not there now. If these numbers are still yesterday's numbers, if we just adjust by $7, so instead of 23, we're looking at 30, you're looking at a 33-cent credit, 30-cent credit for the day. Maybe it's 25 cents, right? If I can get 25 cents for the day and be, out there like I am above with that 23 level, I'm good. All right, I'm good. And then last is Roku. Gotta love me some Roku. They had earnings come out yesterday. All right, let's see. Roku, yep, 217 confirmed was the earnings. They're down 7. Let's change it here. ROKU, that's Redfin still. Roku is down $39. $39! $105 stock. Wowzer. All right, so Roku is trading at 106, we're going to call it. Let's do the scrunch. All right. 106. So we've got 120 as our fib level. We got 102 as our fib level. We're at 106. Guys, I'm going to trade this off of pivot points today, right? If you even wind up with any near it. If not, I've got the larger ones that I use, but I'm going to look at it for pivot points today. You would need a retracement back near that 120 and a fail for me to want to take anything on this, and I don't see that happening whatsoever. All right. You know what? All right. Let me back up a second. Have they adjusted these numbers already? So we're looking at 120. So if I can get, let's do this. 120, 121 bear call spread is showing at 85 cents. And this is not a yesterday number. This has been adjusting through the morning. So, all right, let's do this way. Pivots, I'm also going to look for a bear call spread above 120. Right? So if I can get above this fib line with my bear call spread, I will be good. That gap, those of you in inner circle, that gap is greater than 8%, right? We are right now looking at a 27% gap. That gap is 8%. There's an extremely low probability, I mean, almost zero, that it gets back up above or to the price that it gapped from, which gives us, again, a high probability with our 120 level there as well. So, yep, that's how we're going to go with it. All right, let's see what you guys got. We got a few minutes left. Trips asking for Micron. So bullish on the chart from the daily trip. We're up 38 cents right now. We're still bumping our head at that 95.41. You can see it yesterday. We talked about it as well, right? It pushed right into it and came down. So caution, I really wanted above that 95.5 on a close, a retest and a bounce, and there's the potential entry. I hope that helped. Let me know. Paula's asking for SPY. All right, on SPY, Paula, let's see where it is this morning. Come back over here. SPY is not at $94. There we go. Finally got it on the option chain. So we're looking at 437. So right about where we closed yesterday, it's down a penny, right? So we must have recovered everything back again. All right, so we're flat on ES right now. Okay. Bring it back over here. Oh, the sun is out. Better than the rain, that's for sure. So we're sitting right about where we were. So if we get a strong move to the upside, you've got plenty of room up to the 443, Paula. If not, you're only looking at 435 as your downside. So there's not a whole lot of room on that downside. Caution there on the downside. So let me know if that helped. John's asking for Amazon. Looks like we don't have Alan here today, who would have said amazing Amazon. Come on, AMZN. All right, we don't need that. Actually, let's take the symbol grid down so we get a little more on the screen. So what are we looking at? We were at 30.97 yesterday. If we look here on Amazon, right, we're up about 10 points on Amazon right now, which is nothing. Our overall bias, John, still shoots to the downside. We're in a bearish bias as of yesterday's close. If we're sitting right now at 3103, 3115, 30. So we're between the 8 and 21 moving average. That tiny space in there between the pink and the green line is where we're sitting right now. So if we can get above the 8 moving average, if the market starts to run, I want it above the 8 for us to do anything, but your stop is still down below the 30.97. All right, so you got to give it the wiggle room if you're going to trade in Amazon. Right? If it does break to the downside, guys, you got till 30.22 as the support level. So hope that helped. Let me know, John. Nikki's asking for Roku. Hey, Alan. Couldn't find you in my feed. Sorry about that. Glad you made it, though. All right. So we just had amazing Amazon, Alan. Let's see. So Roku. We talked about Roku, right? So bear call spread on Roku above that 120 level, possibly trading it off of pivots. So let's see. Paul said, please explain how to trade pivot points. Sean, do we have a free training on pivots? All right. So what about Roku, guys? Paul. Oh yeah. I can't. Paul, it'll take a little bit longer for me to go through it. We're at the end of the show already today. Let me see if we can find something that we've got that we've done that's a free training that'll show you the how on pivot points. Okay. Debbie said, "Can I show SPY again?" Sure, Debbie. All right. So on SPY, we said we're right about the same price we closed. So you've got a lot of room if the market starts to rock up to the 443. If it does continue to drop, you've got 435. Now, if you break the 435, retest and then fail, that's a whole different ball game. That's another bearish opportunity. All right. Let's see. John said, my YouTube alerts for you were inactive as well today. Oh, I don't know why that happened. We didn't do it. Yeah, I think he said training on pivots would be helpful. Yeah, and guys, we have advanced trainings that we've done on it and such. Let me see what we could find. Let me see what we can come up with, okay? All right. I think that's it, folks. I don't think there's any other ones out there. So with that, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Happy trading today. Go ahead and kick some tail. And remember, Monday, no reason to wake up early. Market's closed. So no show on Monday. Take care, folks. I will see you on Tuesday at our next one. Bye for now.